Hello, Miss Tressler. This is Tom. As you obviously know, we're up here on your roof, and we're just going to take the next steps from Allstate reporting on the wind claim and a little bit of hail that we had helped you file here. So what they're requesting is just, spot repairs. I'm actually going to take Shane down here. We're just going to take from the direct physical damage. So right here, consider we're going to do this repair just to show that it's not going to pass a repair. And what I mean by pass a repair is simply the fact that if we have to put any temporary caulking or roof tar down on this roof, it is not what your policy states as a pre-storm condition stipulation, so to speak, because obviously these damages weren't here before the storm had happened that caused the damage to occur. And saying that, whenever we do a repair, it has to be to a pre-storm condition once it is done. And with the brittleness and the condition of this roof, before we even do it, I know it's not going to pass it, and I will, once it's done, kind of emphasize on what that all really means. So this one, and this one, I believe, are all together. Just double check here. Yep. So I'm gonna loosen up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, just to get the nails out to pull it in. We have another shingle that's a liker kind. We're gonna slide right in here, and once we do so, you're gonna start seeing creasing or almost snapping of the shingles on the top sides here, and that's gonna kind of be the point that we have to Allstate, is that this really isn't gonna pass, considering what Pennsylvania Department of Insurance or state legislature says that needs to be done once a claim like this is filed. And there's just a lot of things that have already gone wrong, and we haven't even got this thing out. This matting transfer, if you get a little close, Shane, all that sticky stuff right there, that's the adhesive from the top side of this shingle sticking to this once it becomes unsealed. So that means it's never going to naturally seal again. So again, that leads into that pre-storm condition that I was talking about. As well as the brittleness and everything, as I was talking about, this shingle is actually no longer manufactured anymore as well. So what we're going to do is we'll send this into a distributor called NTS, which determines if it's made anymore, if there's any like in kind, if the manufacturer's specifications state that it should be mix and matched, if Allstate's stating that we should put something else in here, just things that would pass if you said okay. But there's a lot that goes into this, and considering the condition of your roof, I really want to make sure that we get everything that you deserve whenever it comes to the policy and what it covers for you. There's that. We're gonna go ahead and send that in. Do you have the nails?
Yeah.
So this is of like in kind. This shingle is no longer manufactured. And we will include you in on the email once we get the determination back from the NTS report that states that it is no longer manufactured. I'm gonna go ahead and 6-nail this on each side. I have to lift this up about 90 degrees and ensure to go down at a perpendicular angle so it goes even into the wood. And that's gonna start kind of damaging and cracking the shingles above here. As you can see when I'm hammering too, see a ton of granular loss coming off here too, which is not good because the granulars are the thing that actually protects your roof from the elements as well. Now, with the consistency of what I'm seeing here, we'll get some up closes, but it's easy to tell that the way that these other shingles were missing, it's consistent with how these are starting to maneuver as I'm bending them up over time. This is going to flap and flap. Right here is going to be where it snaps off. Right around here is going to be where it snaps off. And those are going to be even more amplified once rain, get out of this sun here, once rain actually hits it and it wipes it all away, and these are flapping up and down in the wind, those are going to snap off too. So I'm not done with the nailing here, but this is already shown to me, Ms. Tressler, that it has already failed. On top of the granular loss, on top of that matting transfer I was talking about, how we're not going to use a temporary adhesive just to keep this down for the time being, because that's not, again, what your policy calls for after a claim. And I'll also touch on the front. I didn't say that there was any damages up there, however, I do believe, and I'll touch on it in a second, we're still going to be able to help you out in that regard as well. Cool. All right. Take that. All right, so Ms. Tressler, go like this. You can see it right there. Kind of moving up and down. I won't do it too hard. But that's going to simulate wind going so much. Same with these ones. Kind of see the bend. Kind of changes direction completely. Same with that one. It's going to be right there. That one's bad. Right here, as you can see, that's already pretty much toast. That one's going to be towards the middle. And that one's right about at the top there. And I wanted to bring over here because I already simulated. We have to, by Pennsylvania Department of Insurance legislature and manufacturer's legislature, go at least 6 to 8 inches over the ridge here to have a water retardant barrier in order to be up to PA code. Whenever we take this back slope off, once they see that it is not repairable, even though they're not admitting to anything on this front slope, the problem lies that again comes back to pre-storm condition. These ridge caps right here are going to have to come off. Once we do that, we cannot reuse an aggregate material. What that means is there's nail holes all the way up here for this whole row, going all the way down, and then the row down below. What we have to do is put that felt from here all the way to here. We're not going to be able to reuse any of these shingles. Goes all the way down, and then that goes into how we just showed you that video right over here. Failed, and it's going to crack the shingles. It's not going to be to a pre-stormed condition. We're going to be by your side this whole time. If you want to go ahead and review this video, if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me or Shane, and we're going to go ahead and be with you every step of the way. Thank you.